Welcome to Business Live. I am Mark Croskery. In BL tonight, we're going to kick it off talking about Mailpac Group Limited, considering a dividend here. You know, the stock price, the share price has been coming off quite a bit, below $3 per share after being all the rage at $4 plus, you know, due to the earnings being a little bit flat recently. But considering a dividend here, the board of directors of Mailpac Group will convene a meeting this Friday, actually, March 11th, 2022, to consider a dividend proposal for all ordinary shareholders. Now, First Rock Capital Holdings Limited here, appointment to the Corporate Governance Committee here. First Rock Capital Advisory, that Miss Natalie Augustine has been appointed as a member of the Corporate Governance Committee of the company, First Rock Capital. Date of the release to the JSE, it doesn't specify in the release the actual effective date of the appointment, but the date of the release to the stock exchange, the JSE newsroom, is March 4th, 2022. Next up, we got Fesco, Future Energy Source Company Limited, trading in their shares. Connected parties sold a total of 38 million shares. An executive director and a connected party buying up the same amount of shares, 38 million shares, 2 different trading days, February 28th and March 1st, 2022, as part of an incentive plan for Fesco service station dealers and employees. Now, Dolphin Cove Limited, D Cove, talk about that share price raging, really rebounded, you know, as tourism really came back. But a delay notice here for the 2021 audited financial statements. D Cove states to the JSE the submission of last year's audited financial statements 2021 for the year ended December 31st have been delayed. Now, they're going to be submitted by the end of March 31st, 2022. Last up, we got Fontana Limited here, better known Fontana Pharmacy. Now, they grew the top line by 20% for the second quarter, Q2, but flat results or earnings per share overall here. Now, the chairman and CEO jointly speak to the supply chain and the logistics struggling and attributing that to flat profits for the second quarter. Now, the earnings per share, the EPS registering Jamaican 20 cents for December 31st, second quarter. That's the flat line there in terms of EPS year over year for 2021 versus 2020, the comparative second quarter. Now, revenue did grow, as we mentioned, for Q2. 1.85 billion Jamaican from 1.54 billion Jamaican. Net profit as an absolute number for the quarter was 248.8 million. Now, talking about the impact, what happened to them in the second quarter, the finance costs more than doubled year over year in the second quarter, hitting 94 million Jamaican. And when you really break it out, look in the footnotes, Fontana, it was the FX loss being the main, contributor to this figure overall. They took a FX hit there. Now, the cash and cash equivalents, they did do a $500 million, debt raise or so at 6%, and the cash and cash equivalents, 1.715 billion. I'm Mark Croskery. This is Business Live.